How's it going, everyone? This is Last Week on the Internet. I'm your host, Lucas Bonell, and today we're going to talk about everything that happened in the last week of YouTube and Twitch. Huh? That was pretty good. I don't like the intro. It feels so formal if I introduce it like that. Yo, what's up, chat? It's your boy, Lukey Two Shoes, back at it again with another PowerPoint. Today, our headlining story focuses on Cenat's Streamer University and explaining it for the layman, the person who doesn't really watch Twitch. Before we talk about the actual event, we gotta talk about who started it and who owns it, and we're gonna talk about Cenat. The head master, he calls himself, okay? He's right now the #1 streamer in the world. The average is 145,000 viewers, and his main goal, just to keep this in mind with Streamer University, is to give a platform to creators who deserve it, okay? So make 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 smaller streamers that go into the university bigger by the end of the university, okay? That's his goal, okay? Everyone write that down. This is gonna be on the test, okay? After that, really the question is, what is Streamer University? So Streamer University pretty much is a campus that Cenat rented out, and he held auditions for, or enroll, to go there, live a couple days with Cenat and a bunch of other Twitch streamers in dorm rooms and create content. It's really just, think of it like a Big Brother, or like, it feels like almost a reality show where they're just gonna be live the whole time, making content, doing collegiate activities. Students and the teachers, it's always, what is Streamer University, and never, how is Streamer University? Damn, dude, I wish I had a slide on that, of how they're doing. We gotta check on their mental, you feel? Okay, students and teachers at Streamer University. There's 100 students, there's about 100 students in Streamer University. The jobless memes, every person who applied to Streamer University, you flood their comment section with like, oh, put the fries in the bag, little bro. But there's a bunch of memes surrounding the people applying to Streamer University not having jobs, and there was 90,000 plus applications. Do you guys realize how many people 90,000 is? Then there's professors. There's 18 professors that got accepted, okay? The professors would be teaching classes at the university like sex ed, pocket watching 101, or science. And these teachers, people you know, right? Extra Emily, Agent, DDG. Let's go to the next slide. From here on out, the next couple slides are going to be outlining all the key points of what I call the main story of Streamer University. Think about it. 100 kids, 100 streamers are live for like almost 24 hours a day for 4 days. Think about how much content that is, really. So obviously there's going to be tons of storylines that you will have to follow, okay? That's a lot. So today I'm going to run you through the basic outline of Streamer University, the big events that happened, okay? And we're going to start with the first day of Streamer University, the fans, okay? The first day of Streamer University, the address of the university got leaked. Okay, we all knew it was coming, okay? Obviously, it's gonna get leaked where the Streamer University takes place, but that also comes with rabid fans circling the college campus. Yes, exactly. They had to set up barricades, they had to hire cops, they had to hire bodyguards, they had people just crowding the barricades the whole time, trying to say hi to the streamers, trying to talk to Kai, trying to get into Streamer University as much as possible, right? And obviously this is problematic. The streamers weren't even allowed to interact with the people, but yeah, the fans just caused an extra layer of commotion, stress for everyone there. But another thing that happened is this kid, don't know his name. He snuck into Streamer University. I was there, they saw me and immediately gave me an assistant dean position. Hey, that's big. Clap it up, clap it up. He didn't sneak in through the barricade. What he did is he found out what hotel the streamers were staying at the night before. He walked around until he found someone that looked like a streamer and went, are you going to Streamer University? And then he just talked it up with them. Then he talked it up with like a bunch of people in the hotel the day before. So he stayed at the hotel that night. Next day, he gets on the official Streamer University bus to the school. He fucking Hitman Agent 47, fucking James Bond Mission Impossible that shit, bro. That's crazy. He was there for a full day. He wasn't even there for like an hour. He was there for a full ass day. He went to the orientation. He went to a gym class. He just fucked around. He was just there. He made friends. He made friends. He wasn't even allowed to be there. Then Kai comes in, fucking like a parent, grabs his wrist, takes him outside and yells at him. And he's like, hey man, you can't do this shit. You know you can't do this shit. And he's like, yeah, you're right. But he fully snuck into Streamer University. That's a little mini story. There's a lot of those, okay? Then you have the classes. Here you have Extra Emily teaching to nobody. She had a class at noon and nobody showed up because everyone slept in, everyone was late. And this is Agent, and he taught 3 classes about how to be a better streamer. And this is regarded as the best class during Streamer University. People really like this one because he was actually teaching a lot of good information, not just to the people in attendance, but to the chats, because everyone was streaming. That was all just knowledge that Agent was giving away for pretty much free. So let's keep going. Next up, we got fights and we got the big sneak out, okay? I would debate that the sneak out is the biggest storyline in Streamer University. First, we're gonna start with fights. There was 2 fights. This guy took his ski mask and he didn't like that, so he fought him. Okay, that's the whole story. And then this guy, he snuck into Agent's room. Agent, the big streamer, he snuck into Agent's room without him seeing. He had a cameraman with him, and he just started going through his stuff. And then Agent obviously was not chill with that, because who would be? And then he fought him, and he was like, hey, you don't cross that line as a streamer. You gotta learn that. And he taught him a little free lesson. Those were the two big fights. Then the sneak out. This was a big pivotal moment on the last day of Streamer University. Cenat was in his dean's office, monitoring every single streamer's stream. And then he realized, hey, it's late at night. They're supposed to be in their dorms. Why are they at a bar? Apparently, one of the teachers, one of the professors, invited everyone to a bar and snuck out through like the back janitor door. And so he snuck out like 70 kids, and they all went to a bar. Cenat is like, holy shit, my streamers are missing. So he calls the police, rides in a police car to the bar where all the streamers are at partying. Cenat gets on the bar, grabs a microphone, and goes, hey, if you're not in the bus in like 10 minutes, you're gone. So everyone gets in the buses, and then the coolest thing I think Cenat did this whole stream, he parked the buses back to front to back to front to back to front, and then he opened them one at a time, and he stood at the door, and he named every person that came out one by one, and he went, hey, stay safe, hey, get in there, get in the university. He knew all their names. That's impressive. That's like 100 people you met like 4 days ago impressive. Cenat expels DDG. The teacher that set this all up, he expels him, kicks him out of the uni. Next thing that happens, the end. The big end to Streamer University. He had a little closing ceremony. Drake spoke at the closing ceremony. What the fuck? Apparently he was watching the whole time. He gave a couple awards out for the most improved, the funniest streamer, class clown, stuff like that. So that is the end of Streamer University. But we gotta talk about something else, okay? And that is, boom. How big was Streamer University really? How big was this event? You see this number right here? I don't know if you can. It says 719,258. That is, at its peak, how many viewers the category Streamer University got during the 4 days. Let's think about 719,000 of anything. Think of the biggest stadium in the UK. How many people does that hold? 80K. 2, you're closer. What I'm trying to say is, the amount of Wembley stadiums it would fill to accommodate for everyone watching Cenat, one person, not a company, Cenat's Twitch event, is 8 Wembley stadiums. It would take 8 full Wembley stadiums to fulfill one Streamer University viewership. And that's what we're here to talk about today. That's why this is such an important headline in the news this week. Because 8 Wembley stadiums full to the brim for Streamer University is insane and should be talked about way more than it is by way more people than me and Colin and Samir. 300,000 more, and it's one Gaga concert. Hey, we're almost there. We're almost there. He'll get to Gaga one day. But why is this important? It all boils down to what it means. What does Streamer University mean for the next streamer, for the next stream event, the next small creator becoming big? And I want to show a video of Cenat's final day, something he mentioned on stream. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look.
One thing I learned with this shit, bro. A lot of people been talking about how this shit should be on Netflix, how this shit should be on, or Amazon Prime should buy this, Tubi should buy it, somebody hire and they do it crazy. We already been getting talks with different people, but I wanna go ahead and say this, bro. But an idea like this so original, you gotta keep it where it's at.
The fuck is he on? I think he's on some real shit. You should treat your own content ideas and platforms with respect. You shouldn't say, hey, I'm gonna take this offer from Netflix and it'll make it 10 times better. Why can't you do the same thing? And I think that furthers the idea that creators have a voice in traditional media now. I think now creators are learning to have more of a voice in traditional media. It started with Beast Games, obviously. A creator creating a show for Amazon Prime, and Amazon Prime realizing, holy shit, there's so much money in this. Man, people love Mr. Beast. People loved Beast Games. They greenlit another 2 seasons. And this just goes to show that creators are having more pull with the common man, with people that are, not really in the creator space. And I think events like Streamer University just goes to show how much more of a say we should have in things, because we do it good. We're gonna talk about more events that happened this week later. And I think there are also examples of how creators can sometimes do things better than streaming services. One more thing, okay? This video is Drake's goodbye speech to Streamer University. His final speech. I think Drake has a line in here, it's very good. And it talks about what he thinks the future of streaming and content creation is. And sadly, I hate that it's Drake that said it, but I think he said it great. So we're gonna play it.
It's my belief that the individuals that attended this program and that are sitting watching this video are the next shift in media. You all have the capability to take things farther than any of us ever imagined. I've said it before and I'll say it again, you are the future. People watch your channels whether they're at 300 viewers or I feel that streaming is the ideal profession.
Drake said I was the future. So, you know, I'm just saying. I'm gonna put that on my resume or some shit. It's big for us. Big for us unemployed streamers. Okay, that's the end of our main story for tonight. Other big headlines this week. Ludwig's $100,000 challenge. Ludwig was sponsored by GM, General Motors, and he hosted a $100,000 race. Who's Ludwig? Ludwig's this white dude. Next question. He streamed the whole event from this garage full of GM cars. And then he had cameramen with a bunch of streamers. Again, another huge event that a creator is spearheading that I think would just, you know, it does rival something that Netflix or Tubi would create. Google releasing VO3. You guys don't know what VO3 is? It's a new AI video model. The reason it's scary is because it looks so realistic. This shit is terrifying. It's very hard to tell that this isn't real. I'm not saying it's a good headline, but it is crazy that this is an AI. This is AI. This is AI video. This don't look AI. What are we talking about? The next thing. Creators are going to Hollywood, man. I guess this is the theme of this whole thing. YouTube held an event called For Your Consideration because Rhett and Link, Sean Evans and Michelle Carey, let's go, I got there. They all applied to win an Emmy. They all applied for their consideration to be entered into an Emmy category. And YouTube wanted to highlight that, so they threw an event. Darren, he's a creator, he's a YouTuber, he's a short form content creator. He, because of his short form content, got a pitch meeting with Peacock and he pitched them a show and they took it. And now it's on Peacock right now for you to watch. It's called People Like Me. I think that's just a testament to how much pull creators and creatives get in the traditional media nowadays. And Twitch opens monetization for all creators. That's pretty big news for all my small streamers out there. Hey, sound off, sound off. So I have one more thing to leave you with, and that's my content recommendation of the week. This is Preston Goes. He does amazing adventure action vlogs. He recently built a mini truck to ride on abandoned railroads. The guy's insane, so definitely check him out. Come to my live streams, come say hey. I do this show once a week, and I talk about a bunch of other stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week on the internet.